Guys, we kind of tilted the enemy Genji in this game. It's a fun one.
Both teams have locked in their lineups, and the games can finally begin. Everyone
So,
can use a little help in
round one, we pick Chain Grasp and we pick Armored Vest. That's standard, right? We're against a Diva. We're going to Chain Grasp.
right foot.
Also with the Genji, that's kind of nice. We quite like Phantasm against the Genji.
Time to power up.
So we get Ballistic Buffer.
Modifiers that
And we're deciding, hey look, do we want the attack speed or should we just go all survival? Now, I play this game off of stream, which quite often I use those games to experiment a little bit, like change things up. So I'm looking at Ballistic Buffer and I'm looking at Electrolytes, and then I'm just like, you know what? We're thinking about it. It's a lot of survival. And in the end, we just max out our survival. Let's see how it works.
goes live in 10.
So we fire the orb over onto D.Va so that we can Chain Grasp. It doesn't matter if she eats it or not. Cassidy comes around the corner, but our Electrolytes really helped us out there, getting that 100 over health at the start of the round. Of course, that's now gone, but we do get it whenever we respawn, so we can be quite tanky here. The question is, are we going to have the damage output? So we do manage to take down the Cassidy. We fade forward to try and get the Zen, but Zen being healed by Mercy is kind of unkillable. Luckily, the Mercy went over somewhere else, so now we get to Chain Grasp the D.Va and the Mercy, taking them both down, and just got to finish off Baby D.Va. So excellent start to this round. Get quite a few limbs. I want to hang out the spawn because I know there's a couple of players just spawning. Nearly take down the Cassidy. Fortunately, he did roll behind there, and we're just trying to peek him if we can get him down. We didn't quite. Chain Grasp comes in over onto the D.Va. They've got the heals though, and now we've found ourselves close to the enemy team. We do pick off the Genji thanks to some damage really from someone else on the team as Mercy goes for the res. Chain Grasp is going over onto the Zen. The Genji does go alive again. We use our Coalescence because we've got it. We've got no one pushing the bot right now though, so that's kind of a bit bad for us. There's still nobody pushing it in this fight. Which means, yeah, we're not making any progress. And crucially, it's before the checkpoint. So now we're just getting it to the checkpoint because I backed off. Actually, no, we had got it to the checkpoint beforehand. Just fading around now, trying to, escape these players. Mercy and Genji chase us down. The enemy team get to make some progress. So yeah, on our team, we've got a Junker Queen. We've got Freya. We've got Lucio. Barra. We've got a Moira. It's got two flyers without a Mercy. They did, I believe, ask for a Mercy at the start, but Lucio doesn't play it, and I guess, well, I don't. So, they had options to swap. They chose not to. On their team, D.Va's obviously great against our two flyers. Genji's okay. Can kind of do alright against them. And then Cassidy's pretty good. Zen with the Discords over onto all of our team. Enemy team, however, now pushing the bot. We want to go down and stop it. We've forced Transcendence out of Zen, but Mercy is anti. We want to try and get the Mercy down. Do get him down before the anti wears off, which is nice. But Genji takes us down in return. Enemy team's getting very, very close to the end here. What should I say? To take in the lead. So Farah's in that room. There's no point in firing a heal orb because it's not going to get into the room. So we're now trying to push out and block the lead, which we do manage to do. Take down the Zen over onto the point. Genji does blade. There's also a D.Va bomb to try and navigate around. We've got to hide from the D.Va bomb and just hope that the Genji doesn't target us. They still haven't yet taken the lead. We're trying to just pocket our other support player while putting out some damage. We're attacking the Zen so that Discords just leave, but the Mercy comes in, gets a heal. Lucio takes down the Zen. We do have players on the bot right now. Are we going to be able to hold this? We've got players. Junker Queen's there. D.Va mech is popped. This is looking pretty good for us. Can she get the kill over onto the baby D.Va before she mechs though? Because that's going to be a problem. High Noon's also coming as Genji finishes off our Freya in the backline. Try and take him down, but the Genji dashes towards the bot. They've now taken the lead, but we're still alive on the point. We use Coalescence for survival reasons. D.Va tries to remech on top of us. We just managed to kill her in time. As now Cassidy gets taken down. There's Mercy and still a Genji around. The Genji's putting a lot of damage out on us. We're trying to use that cover from the bot wall. We take down the Genji. The Mercy's there with the Zen. That's quite a hard matchup, especially when Zen's getting healed and puts out so much damage, but we do manage to take him down. Mercy also falls, and now there's 1m22 that we've got to cap, but quite a few of their players have already spawned. So the question is, can we kill their first spawners and move the bot there in time? We've already got the checkpoints. There's no pause, so we've just got to get it over to here. D.Va's already there at the front with the Genji. We're putting some Chain Grasp damage out onto them. We've just got to hope that their healers arrive a little bit late. Mercy's already here, though, as now she's also used her ultimate. D.Va's there putting pressure on us. We have to fade all the way back. D.Va's very, very low. There's a Genji there. Cassidy also on the flank. He does manage to hit us despite our rhythmic dodging. And now Genji Blade comes in. It's not looking very good for us. Our team gets cleaned up and the enemy team win the first round. But we did manage to make quite a bit of cash.
0-1. I can hardly believe my optics when I see stats like these.
Right, so going into round 2, we're going to get rid of electrolytes and ballistic buffer. In fact, we also get rid of armored vest just so that we can gauge what we're going to get here. Wrist wraps is quite good, especially now that it also gives you 10 health, which was an update in Season 18. So we picked a ton of the blue items. Here we've got aftermarket firing pin, which we've just sold to have a look at the other items, see what we can get. Because there are the new ones here. Techno Leech has been changed and you've got Stratosphere Beacon. Does damage against flyers. It slows them is one of the key things, but it only occurs every 10 seconds. One of the reasons why I like this item though is it gives you 25 health. And health is a big deal on Moira. So it's same with Techno Leech. So we're sort of deciding, do we want the weapon lifesteal? Yeah, we decide the weapon lifesteal with attack speed and 25 health from this item. Those items, don't sleep on them. They are pretty damn good. So yeah, we got, I believe we got Shield Buster. But yeah, we've got a lot of the blues that I normally build with Chain Grasp. I can't remember exactly what we built. But going into round 2, be nice to win this one. We'll certainly deal a lot more damage now, especially if we attack the D.Va. As Cassidy puts some instant damage on us, we don't have the same survival items now. So we've got to be a bit more cautious at the start of rounds. As Genji puts some pressure over onto our power, we cannot save them. Because our tank pushed out into them very aggressively while we've got flankers on us. Yeah, we're now in a lot of trouble. Trying to deal any chain grasp damage we can. Freya's also going to be spamming through to that choke, but with a D.Va there, it's not going to work. Genji's already on top of us. Yeah, Genji's kind of brutal in this build. Especially when they get up close and personal. This is where Phantasm would be really nice, but that's Orbs versus D.Va. Not a big fan. So we try and damage the Zen. The orb doesn't quite make it through. We fade through here. It's going to work as a distraction and hopefully we can get a kill. So both supports are on us right now. However, our other support, Lucio, is down over onto the point. So we're not getting as much an advantage as we can. However, we are keeping 2 or 3 players occupied here for quite a while. So you'd expect their D.Va to get killed. So now we're attacking the Genji. We're expecting the Genji to wall climb up the left wall, but he does actually get up top, which means we've kind of wasted the Coalescence. We look to see if there's anyone to heal, but now Genji's on us. At least we're distracting the one player, and Mercy's there, and Discord went over onto us. So it's the same situation. We're getting actually a lot of like hidden value, but we can't kill the Genji. Not yet. We haven't got the damage to fight through 2 sources of healing, and a Genji with his lifesteal. D.Va, mech gets popped, but there's still a D.Va around there. And D.Va's surely going to re-mech here. Genji has another blade. I should say a blade. And yeah, they are just swarming all over our point here. It's very difficult for our DPS to do anything. It's also really difficult for our supports to heal their DPS. Because you've got Lucio and Moira and 2 flyers. So it is quite tricky to actually get any healing onto them. Even if that's what I wanted to do. So we get MVP again. Nearly 10k money, which is not bad. So now we're going to sell Frenzy Amplifier. Or are we? Well, we've got to sell one item, and that's going to be the key choice. We sell Armored Vest as well because we've got some extra health at the moment with the blue item that we bought, Techno Leech. So we're looking to see, okay, we've got 13k cash. So there's going to be a bit of a shuffle around if we want to maximize that. Phantasmic Flux would be a good choice. That's going to give us lifesteal. But we've got 3k cash remaining. We can't buy an item for 3k cash. So do we want to sell one of the blues and maybe pick up a Talon? Is it Talon modification module or something? We'll see. Yeah, that's the one. So that costs 6,000. That then gives us 1,500, which we can get our Frenzy Amplifier back. So we could go for Armored Vest, but we just want to max out some damage. So we're currently 2 rounds down. By the orb again, we don't really care about the orb too much. It does a little bit, but we're not building much ability power. So now D.Va's on the point. You can see we actually hurt her quite a lot. She goes on the jump pad there. We want to take down the mini D.Va, so we fire the orb when she comes out of the mech. Fade forward because we want to use that Frenzy Amplifier. The attack speed burst as soon as we can. Take down the Zenyatta there. Mercy also falls, so another great start to a round, but so far we've struggled to convert them. So guys, just a quick one. If you like the videos or haven't subscribed, it really helps me out if you do. If not, it's okay. I won't hate you. But you know, I've got to do the YouTube thing and ask. So we put huge damage over onto the D.Va there, but we want to go back and heal our Pharah who's fighting somebody on the flank. Just want to make sure that they can at least control that area, as now we try and chain grasp on Genji. We've got to be aware of any damage because we're discorded. So the moment anything shoots at us, that's when we're going to fade. We don't want to fade too early, otherwise the discord goes on to somebody else. So we're trying to like utilize our health. Now we've got discord on us again. We fade as soon as any damage comes in. Pharah attacks the Genji there with help from us. Take him down, take the Zen down. D.Va's on us. We fade behind. There is a Mercy around the point. Pharah's been taken down by that Genji. We're trying to use a heal orb here. We fade over to the other side of the point. We've got Coalescence, a little bit of self-heal, also using Beat at the same time. Now we put some damage out on the Cassidy. If he rolls up there, we would be able to take him down, which he does. D.Va bomb comes in. We can see it's over onto the point, so we're reasonably safe here. But the mech nearly squishes us as Junk Queen comes around the corner, swinging her axe. Genji's over onto point, very weak, was getting healed. Looking out to see if there's any res opportunities here as we push aggressively. Zen comes in with Transcendence. We've got players still on the point. Pharah's jumping around. Luckily, the D.Va's not targeting them. D.Va is currently anti. We do manage to pop that mech as well. Zenyatta falling out of the point. We're looking around for the Mercy, but can't see him. So instead, we go to the jump pad. See if we can take some players down on the Mercy. We get her on the way on the retreat out. We do manage to take this round 3, bringing it 1-2. So we made 12.3k. Junk Queen got 14k, so MVP that round. So Self-Frenzy Amplifier again, we've got exactly 14,000. Perfect for Eye of the Spider, right? That would just be the simple choice. But I am looking at the other items, just checking the costs that they are to see, well, okay, look, we could sell Talon Modification Module and we'd have 2 lots of 10k. So could I get 2 10k items that would add up to that? Alternatively, I could sell one of the 4Ks. That would give me 18k. That would allow me to have a 9 and a 9. But no, we just opt for Eye of the Spider there. I think. God, I should really check these before I do the voiceover, but I'm pretty sure we went for that. So now we've got a lot of bonus damage to players who are low health. Pop the D.Va mech. Still got to worry about those discords and that Genji getting too close. So... Whoa. Yeah. Okay, so Genji gets taken down. Moving over towards their spawn. Oh, we take a massive shot. It took us down to 39 health. Just coming out of spawn there. Really got to fear that, though. As we're just trying to keep them back in their spawn. If Cassidy hits us one more time, we'll probably fade it. But I was consistently missing a few shots, so that's nice for us. Again, chain grasp damage. Doesn't matter who we attack here. See, we kill the Zen. We take down the Genji as well. Cassidy's there. Got extra damage on him with help from the Pharah. D.Va mech does get popped as well. No bomb coming in. We want to attack the Zen as well. We are also still moving this cart on there. We can't kill the Mercy before she gets in spawn. But we are making good progress, even with only 4 of our players here. This round's looking good so far. Ooh, nearly gets taken down. We want to push forward. Try and get that chain grasp damage out onto them, but not get killed. It's okay if we take damage and fade back. Genji goes in aggressively. Pharah and Junk Queen do manage to take him down. Zen's looking like he's got Transcendence with the way that he pushed forwards here. Now, do we want to call? That is the question. We're okay against just the D.Va. If somebody else attacked us, then maybe that's an option. We could call for healing as well here over onto the Pharah, but we don't really need to. We're doing well with the chain grasp. We're just holding them in spawn at the moment. It's pretty good for us.
Eyes open now.
Right, again, fire orb over onto the D.Va and attack. Freya takes down the Zen, but Mercy's rezzing it in the background. Looks like the Genji's really trying to push over and stop the progress on the bot. We take down Zen with chain grasp here. We have to fade back. We've only got 10 health, so we use Coalescence. Lucio also pops beat. That was a lot for self-survival. As in comes a high noon. We fade it at the time that he would have had to shoot if he wanted to kill us. And yeah, still making progress. This round's looking quite easy. We've got them locked around that spawn point. Oh, Zen's still over the right side. We're discorded, so we've got to be wary of any Genji dash that comes in, because you can quickly go from full health to none while under the influence of Discord. So Cassidy gets taken down over onto the rock. D.Va forced back into the spawn. Our team is just walking this payload. Can we just keep this up? A lot of damage. We're taking a load of damage. We do manage to fade out again. Always watching our health while we're doing this. In comes the blade. We haven't got fade yet. We're nearly there. Nearly there. 1 second. We do it. Is he going to have a follow-up dash? He doesn't attack us, but in fact the Zen does with Discord. D.Va's flanking. Get a bit of damage. Can we survive with a life steal? No, we can't. So we do get taken down, but look at the progress. Look at the two difference with the payloads. Yeah, we've done 11k damage already just by sitting near this spawn, which is, I mean, it might be more than the rest of our team combined. So heal orb over. It does mean that we're not going to get the chain grasp, but there's only one player there in Genji anyway, so we take him down, and wow, that was an absolutely dominant round from us. 14k cash. So also I did forget to mention what power we took over in round 3, which is Ethereal Excision. I got that one. I could have gone for Deconstruction, but I went for Ethereal because I thought if I need anti-heal, I can get El Saka Suppressor at any moment in time. So it's good to just have that one there. So looking at the items, we did take Eye of the Spider. We're looking now at a Booster Jet, and yeah, going to get that armor reduction again. It just allows us to attack D.Va a lot. And we get a Codebreaker. So actually ended up selling Booster Jets so that we could take a look at Weapon Jammer because of the money-wise, right? Because that allows us to get Aerial Distresser for 9,000. So even though we'd prefer Booster Jets, give us a bit more mobility. We realize that's 1k more, and then the money's kind of awkward. So we just say, hey, look, Weapon Jammer, Aerial Distresser, Codebreaker. We've got 5 purple items. We've got our Shield Buster. We get Deconstruction this round because that allows us to prime our healing and then damage amplify ourselves. Oh, look, we're swapping it around again. So we could have gone Eye of the Spider, Aerial Distresser. But instead, now we get the Booster Jets. We've got 12k. Hard Light Accelerator, Alternative Energy is an option. We could get El Saka Suppressor. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of this. I think what we had before was better. So now we sell Shield Breaker because we got 6k and we get Talon Modification Module just to make up the money. I still think what we had before was better though. Because a lot of damage comes out over onto us from the Genji, who is chasing us around a little bit. We fire our Healing Orb, Chain Grasp over, does a lot of damage to the Genji. Zen and Mercy get taken down by a Tank and Pharah, and D.Va Mech's popped. We're kind of crushing this. If this round goes as well as the last one, then yeah, we're on the road to victory here. So now waiting outside their spawn. And just get a bit of damage, we can always fade back. So that's a lot of damage. Oh, we nearly get stuck on the wall. D.Va's there, but luckily the Genji didn't commit to it. He's now trying to get some damage there. Genji's pushed forward. So we're going to fade back. We're not priming Deconstruction as much as we should be. Even if we're healing the air, obviously it's good to heal our teammates. But it's a lot of damage that we could be putting out. 20% extra. So now we're getting a bit of heal out. That should start priming Deconstruction. You'll see like blue arrows at the side of the screen either when Deconstruction is primed, like now, or if we had a Mercy on the team, yeah, when it's we're being amped. So we have to use 50 energy for that to happen. So now we're just taking on a bit of bot duty because, you know what, we're nearly full build. And we can always push them when they start actually coming out of spawn. But it gives some of our other teammates a chance to get some money because we really don't need much more. Oh, Cassidy behind us, but Pharah saves us with a barrage over there. Otherwise he would have had another shot over onto us. Genji's in a lot of trouble. D.Va's also finding this to be a problematic situation. Genji now attacks us. We've got quite a lot of lifesteal. Just take him down. We've got to fade the D.Va bomb now. In comes Transcendence from the enemy Zen. D.Va's remake, but we just popped that Zen. Now over onto D.Va. We're hoping Chain Grasp can take down the Mercy, but there's a bit of distance between them and the Chain Grasp wore off. Trying to attack the Mercy rather than the Baby D.Va for now. She's back into spawn. Hopefully the team can clean up the Baby D.Va, which they do. We get deleted over in spawn with the Discord Orb. But the enemy team not able to get back out to the bot in time. And now we've taken the lead for the first time in the match. 3-2. We earned 9k Junker Queen on 11. That's pretty good. So can we close this game out now? So we've got 15k. We sell Talent Modification Module. Buy Eye of the Spider. Sell Alternative Energy because honestly I don't feel like that was a good choice. We sell Codebreaker as well. Just have a look. Now we've got 20k, which means a 10k, a 10k, or an 11k and a 9k, right? That's how I like to come up with these builds quite a lot of the time. So we take Codebreaker again. So we've got 11k. What are we going to spend it on? Hard Light Accelerator is an option. Alternative Energy again. I don't really like Subatomic Splitter, is it called? The range increase. El Saca Suppressor would be really good here. But then again, so would 3-tap Tommy Gun. Because that's going to give us, whenever we fire the orb with the chain gun, it's going to give us percentage life increased damage, like the first 3 hits. And that is going to be really good against people like D.Va. So yeah, we opt for that. I'm much more happy with this build than the previous one. In fact, this is almost optimal. We could have gone El Saca Suppressor, but honestly, I don't think their healing is crazy. If they had a Kiriko, we 100% would have picked it. So going into this last round, we fade up top. Want to make use of that chain grasp. We heard someone to the right, so we've got to be a bit careful. That's actually why we're pushing forward rather than staying up there. It's much harder for them to just get that flank onto us. And we put loads of damage out onto D.Va. Mech gets popped. We attack the Mercy now. She gets popped as well. There's now Baby D.Va. Now we can just go back into the point. Is that a world record for like cleanup time? Well, not really, because the Genji's still alive. Seeing if we can get the kill, maybe stagger them a little bit. But not really sure where they are right now. Genji is still threatening. Doesn't need the team on there, but the orb takes him down just behind the wall. Our Pharah does go down though. So yeah, they are going to get the forward spawn, so it's not the end of the world. Now we move forward to the objective. Chain Grasp, but the fade in was really, really bad. However, Chain Grasp, with all of that damage that we've got, which is basically max DPS, just annihilated the Zen. Trying to get that Chain Grasp as well over onto Mercy, over onto Cassidy. Cassidy does fall. Mercy uses her ult. Got to be careful now that we've been discorded. We fade and try and go for the Zen. The Zen's pretty squishy. Take him down. Mercy also flying through the air, gets taken down. Cassidy also falls. Is this going to be an easy round? Team goes back onto the point. They do have time to contest, I believe. Farah's going out near the spawn. I didn't see if she had her ult or not. I think she's got the barrage anyway, but that didn't work. It got taken down, and that might actually cost us this point. So Genji's flanking up top. We get a lot of damage out. Yeah. I think we're tilting the Genji, guys. As now a high noon comes in place, so we just hide up top behind the rock. We're healing now the rock because we want to charge up deconstruction, which allows us to do even more damage. Transcendence comes in. Are they going to be able to get to this D.Va in time before the mech? No, they didn't bother with it. So instead they were saving the squishy, but D.Va's now lost the mech, which opens up a lot of free damage for our Pharah and Freya, which is why it's pretty important to attack that D.Va. We're one of the few heroes on the team that can actually consistently damage her. So now, are they going to get the spawns this time? We have Coalescence, but Coalescence in this build is really bad to use because it actually gives us less damage and less self-sustain than if we were to just attack. So it's only really good if we want to do AoE healing. Genji tries to get over to the point, realizes they can't make it. And we win the game. GG in chat. MVP. 44,000 damage. Compare it to like our Freya, and yeah, they're on 14k. So, ooh, pretty good game, pretty good Chain Grasp game. Got play of the game as well, and yeah, the Genji, as you can see in the chat, not very happy with us. Pretty tilted, I'd say. So the play of the game is just to clean up here over onto the Zen and the players as they were backing off from point. So GG's guys, hope you enjoyed the game. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.